Hey, it's the classic Lotus Grand Prix on iRacing. This is the Spear, and we're at the Hungaroring today. 20, well, it says 22 laps, but I think we're going to be 21. Small field today, some very quick guys up front, some very slow guys in the back. And let's get to the grid and see what happens, shall we?
We've put in plenty of fuel to finish the race.
Oh, the relative is off. Oh my, okay, so everything's happening at once. I can't move things around. I don't seem to have caps. Okay, so you'll see what I see. I don't seem to have the standings. What happened to the standings? Well, it's too late to get them up there, isn't it? It is too late to get them up there. Isn't it? Yeah, it's green flag. Alright, well, let's just go with what we got and hope there's no issues.
Green flag.
You like to have a calm start of the race, don't you? Oh, no. Things are popping up right in front of me. Okay, so that actually worked out well that no one spun and killed me because I was not ready for it. So I think we're going to have something. I don't know what, but we'll have something up there. I think I might have started it. I don't know if it's going to log. I don't know if it's going to update since I did it after the start of the race, but we'll see. We got a tiny little field today, just 12 cars. Just 12 cars, but you know, we'll see what happens. Hungaroring, not known for passing. You might be thinking to yourself, Spear's not known for passing. No, this is also true. So the odds of Spear making a pass are yikes. Well, there's a pass. To be fair, I knew that guy was gonna wreck. One, he's car number 12. Never trust cars numbered higher than Spear. Two, he had 6x in qualifying. And while admittedly qualifying is not the, it's not the absolute proof of a driver's ability. Well, actually, no. I mean, it's racing. It's not qualifying. It's not hot lapping. It's racing. But the point is, if you make a lot of, even though you're in qualifying, you're going for everything. I mean, you're giving it all it's got. You're taking all the risks because you got to get a fast time. But if you can't make a decent lap, forget it. All right, so there's somebody starting for the pits. Warren Henry, you might recall me talking about him earlier. He's Australian, and so his internet is sometimes pretty dodgy, and it happened right before the race that he disconnected and reconnected, but he reconnected too late, missed the grid. So it's unfortunate for him. So we're up to ninth, but as you can tell, everybody else is driving away, and Spear is stuck, losing ground rapidly. So, what should we talk about? In case you're wondering, I do not record all my races. All my best races I do not record, actually. It's very difficult for me to talk and drive. I know some people record without doing much talking, and I've tried that in the past, but I feel like people wouldn't want to watch that. I mean, you want me to say something like, here's why I'm doing this, I'm going for that, this is what I think, things like that. Like pit strategy in the longer races. When am I thinking of pit? What am I doing? What am I thinking of the other drivers? What are they doing? You kind of would expect somebody to say that in a race. Well, I guess you would. It's usually not the driver, though. I need an announcer. But yeah, so it's very difficult for me to race and talk.
1 minute 39.
Yeah, these are terrible times. 39.7. That's just an awful time, and I didn't get in the ring enough. But the point of the story is that all my best races I can't record because talking slows me down, makes me not think. You can't think and talk. We'll let Warren Henry through whenever he comes up. We're not racing him. We're technically not racing anybody. That's the thing, hey, you backmarkers out there. I'm one of you, trust me. When you're not racing anybody, just let everybody through. You might not think it's fun, but it is the gentlemanly thing to do, or the ladylike. It is the polite thing. I don't know if people still use words like gentlemanly and ladylike. I think they just mean polite. It is the polite thing. Now, if you're racing somebody, if you're trying to, if I was right up there as P8, P9, and P7, and right in the thick things, I'm not gonna, get out of my way to help some other guy. I'm gonna race. But far too often I see guys who are not in a race at all, and they just won't be polite. Oh my God, I'm going slower. Although I have been non-stop rambling since the start. Yeah, this is terrible. I don't know what to do. I got some people yelling at me, record, record, record. But the ones I record, I just can't do well at. The ones I don't record, I do much better at. I mean, I'm not saying I'm suddenly going to be winning these races, but I got to at least be hitting my practice times. And not my practice times from after I've warmed up the tires and gotten to low fuel. My initial practice times. Just remembering the layout. I just like to get to those times. But yeah, this is just bad. Road America 500 is this weekend by the time you're watching this. Probably not over yet. Well, depending on when you're watching it. I mean, a lot of people catch it as soon as I release it. I got this one nutter who's watching all my old videos. Keeps leaving comments on all these old videos saying how he's watching them. I'm like, what are you doing watching these old videos? Well, car number 12 was out of the pits. He's disappeared again. Admittedly, you might have noticed that before I did. See, I can't even pay attention to the, well, yeah, I don't often pay attention to the relative. Well, when I don't stare at it or pay, if something's not important, I'm not paying attention. I've got a good mind for that. Oh, some people would question that. I got a good mind for if something's not important, something I don't need to know or remember or care about, it is just out. It is not something I remember. People don't. If you're ever watching Howard74, HAUE74 on Twitch, a lot of times I'll think he said something because, well, that's just what I think. They're just talking, I'm half paying attention and not really remembering what was said. So I'll remember some of the words, but not all of the words. Sometimes it gets confusing. But that's like it with any kind of data or instruction or any information that I don't really need to know. I have a very good memory. I can remember certain things spot on. If there's something important I need to remember, I remember it. But if there's just something I don't care about, it's not important, I don't need to know, it's out of mind. It's gone. It's usually slow cars behind me on the relative. That I'll look for a split second, I'll see they're back there, and I'll just out of mind. I never think of it. You know, because that's never going to happen, that I'm going to need that information. They're not suddenly going to come up on me. Whereas something like a fast car that's in front of me that has spun and it's coming backwards, I pay attention to that. Whoa, did I just see a flash of red on my relative? I did. I got lapped over it. Oh well. I don't know what got me talking about that. Warren Henry spawned out. This is horrible. These are tremendously slow laps. And I'm doing very, very poorly. I don't understand the difference. Last year I was in the we did this last year, I was in the 35s. It seems like other drivers have no problem being in the 35s and qualifying in the 31s. But I don't know what happened. I mean, you can go back and look at the last race. I mean, I wasn't in the 35. Well, my fastest race lap was 35.1, almost spun there. So I'm sure my average was much higher. But still, what's in it? This is ridiculous. I mean, if it wasn't for a certain guy telling me to post all these races, I wouldn't even put this one up. I'm doing horribly. This is not even a race. This is just me using the track at the same time everybody else. I'm ridiculously slow. And I don't know why. But we just had a practice race for the Road America 500. I love driving that Nissan. Almost every time I'm driving a Nissan, I'm like, this is incredible. And you know what? The times I didn't have a great time, a couple of those times I could have actually done something about it. Fit for repairs.
1 minute 40 class.
Oh, 140 again. Well, I'm not suddenly gonna magically go faster. So I don't know what. This is my speed, and that's what we're sticking to. I guess Lotus is not. Lotus had his moment, and he's back at speed, so we're not going to get that freebie. After almost spinning there, we're okay. New goal: don't get lapped twice. Actually, wait, there's no way we get lapped twice. That just doesn't happen. Race will be more than half over by the time we get lapped. I hope there's some standings on the screen. I hope there's a relative but not two relatives. Oh, you know what? I figured out part of my problem. I'm using that beta UI for iRacing, and I guess there's a thought. See, I need to stop talking because I'm listening as I downshift. I listen. I'm not paying attention to what my hands are doing. And my hands and feet operate independently without thought. You can't be thinking. If you want to drive, you can't be thinking. But I'm listening. I need to listen to what the engine's doing. But anyway, anywho, I'm using the beta UI. I'm much slower. Fuel's burning off, I'm going slower. And the UI has some kind of funky thing to do with, I don't even know what it's called. The Logitech G Hub. It's some kind of Logitech software. I guess it's I think G Hub is the name of it. But, well, they do not play well together. And iRacing has said that this is an older issue and it doesn't affect it anymore. But I believe it still affects it. Well, you know, it could be a different issue. Oh my goodness. It could be a different issue. Because I'm not using the offending editions. I have upgraded, you know, as required. This was a year ago. That's why I had the latest edition of everything. But I'm still having problems where the iRacing simulator, when I use the beta UI, will not close. I mean, it'll look like it closes, but it will not close. Where is P2? Oh my God, Wanby must have a huge lead. But it will not close. It will stay in the task manager and use up as much CPU and RAM as it can handle. But even more than it can handle. It will use up as much as I have. So I'm at 100% after leaving iRacing, and I'm going slower every lap. This is horrible. Why are you watching this? Listen, put down in the comments. I hate videos that say, put it down in the comments. Let's start a conversation. Stuff like that. They just know that if you put stuff in the comments, YouTube gives them more recommendations. That's why they say, that's why everyone says, put it down in the comments, because that's engagement, and that gets YouTube to tell more people about your video, which makes more money for the content creator. So while, you know, it is good for content creators to be able to make money, just keep in mind that they are doing it just for, that's why they say that, for the money. Maybe some people really are. But anywho, that's why everyone says it. Write down, hey, to ask you a question, tell me in the comments what your favorite blah 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 is. That's why. I don't know why I'm getting on this. The point of the story is, so it uses I don't know why the point was, I don't know why I'm putting this up, because who is watching this? If you're watching this, write down a comment why you're watching. I mean, I'm sorry. I am not good. This is a horrible race. You should be embarrassed. Oh, come on. I'm embarrassed. I'm serious. If Ben didn't harass me so much, blame Ben Summers, 1971. Go to his Twitch stream and say, blame Summers. He gets on me about putting more videos up, but this is just I am so slow. I'm getting slower. Oh, that's slightly faster than the previous one. But I don't know what happened. I was going much faster in practice, and it's just I can't. That's it. This is my speed. I'm doing all 140s this race. That is horrendous. But you're seeing the great performance by Wanby. He must have a huge lead. Anywho, and there's only been 10 laps, and he must have a. Oh my goodness. Anywho, I don't know where I was getting on. Oh yeah, so the beta UI takes up. You know, it's going to take up all my CPU and RAM. And I have to go into Task Manager, which takes forever because everything's logged. iRacing is hogging everything it can. So it takes forever to get Task Manager open and then to finally be able to close iRacing. At one time they said it was G-Hub, but they said the offending edition has been patched and everything's fine now, but still happening for me. And I can't really close G-Hub. First off, I've had so much trouble with G-Hub anyway. But my mouse, I programmed mouse buttons for Tarkov. So if I take out G-Hub, I think my program buttons won't be programming buttons anymore, and that's not going to be fun for me. Because, well, you know, I'm just pulling over right here.
1 minute 39.8.
I was gonna take T1 first. Like, what's the point? What's the point? I don't want to be anywhere in front of him at all, because if I do anything to wreck his race, I'll never. Look at that. He's got a 43-second lead after 11 laps. That is insane. Insane. It's just an incredible lead. But so the UI, and unfortunately, double unfortunately here, the UI is going to be required in the future. Now it has something to do with, I don't know, they mentioned if you had 2 installations, and I don't know if that means you know, at one time I installed it from Steam, and then I transferred over to the direct from iRacing. Because I mean, when you're new, you get everything off Steam, and really with iRacing, you should have gone to the website first. Steam is just like an advertising platform for them. But the point is, now, so I'm in one of the groups that's affected. Lotus does have problems, but I don't have any speed to catch it. So when the beta UI is required, as it will be this weekend, during all the special events is required, oh, that's going to be extra bad, because I've got to, I'm going to have to go back-to-back races. Lotus is pitted, yeah. I'm going to have to go back-to-back races, and I'm going to have to go into the task manager. Oh, man. So it is a real issue, so I don't know what to do. Wait a second, who? What? Oh, I'm missing. People are dropping out of the race. I'm sorry about that. Well, technically, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything happen. When things are happening, I'm apparently 7th. Listen, I say it all the time. You don't have to be super speedy. I mean, it helps, trust me. You can get decent results just by being safe, and I mean real safe, not fake safe. Fake safe is when you cause more trouble by trying to get out of the way than, you know, driving. Like if Wanmi would have caught me in these S's, I wouldn't have stopped, I wouldn't have pulled over, I would have kept going as fast as I can, safely. And then I would have pulled over, you know, here or something, or let them pass me here on a straight. Don't be fake safe. Fake safe kills more people than dangerous does. Well, can't guarantee that, but it seems like it. Well, no, probably not. Dangerous people are just dangerous. But, so, I mean, I can see the charm. I mean, here I am, I'm going to finish last of all the racers. But I mean, if you like driving the car, it's still fun to drive the car. See, you know, how fast you can go. You got your times, you can time yourself, see, you know, if you can improve yourself. See if you can get 0x, stay out of trouble, not get in the way, don't cause trouble. Don't cause trouble, that's my biggest advice. Well, iRacing. You know, I'm not battling anybody for positions. It's not terribly exciting that way. But, you know, trying to do the best I can. They can't all be, you know, the best ones. Enjoy the really good ones. You've got to have the really bad ones. And other drivers, their really bad ones are wrecking out. You're seeing, you know, there should be 12 drivers in this race, and there's only 8 left now, so 4 people have crashed out. So that's, you know, did they have a better race or a worse race? You know, you got a few laps of fun racing with other people. Well, each their own. I'm just saying, you don't have to be the fastest. Get in there. I am trying to avoid P2 getting me, but as you can see, I cannot get off this 140. No matter how little fuel I have, how much fuel burns off, how much my tires get warmed up, how much experience I get, that's my time. I don't get it. Well, that's how it seems to me. I know this is in practice too. And there's practice. As soon as the tires warm up, that's my time. I don't. It might just be me. Maybe I'm just not pushing it. Once the car gets lighter, I need to push it more, brake later, and stuff. Yeah, I guess that's probably me. But oh well. Oh man. Okay, so all those guys that said we're out of the race have suddenly appeared in the race. They're on the relative, my relative. I don't know if you can see mine or the games or what have you because of the start line problems. But they've all come out of the pits. Warren Henry in 8th, right behind me. I know he's ahead of me on track, and if he catches up to me, I'm in trouble. But that's not really gonna happen, is it? 39. Look at me. I think I'm set up for somebody. Oh, B9's back in this. Yeah, these cars, they do not repair well. The Nissan GTPs, they repair great. Well, yeah, they do. When those cars get repaired, it's like night and day. Well, the aero. I can't speak for steering and engine and stuff like that, but aero, when I've had aero problems, the repairs on the Nissan GTP work really well. But this car, it's, you know, you got steel. I guess it's steel. Is it steel? It feels like it's steel. It might not be in the late 60s. They into aluminum by then? I don't know. Well, I watched this video where one car used like some kind of flammable metal. And that's their car, beryllium or magnesium? I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting all my metals confused. Yeah, they used to do some weird stuff in Formula One for speed. Well, I guess they still do. But I guess they're steel. But the point of the story is these cars don't repair well. If you pit, you come out, you can circulate, but you're not gonna repair. 39.1. Oh, Spear. Look at this guy. On fire. I think I got way too much fuel in the car. The setup had way too much fuel in it. And I just did I spent about 90 minutes in the camel session. An hour-long race. What's going on over there? Something's going on. I'm watching the relative. The times, I don't know. Sometimes the times are a little weird. I noticed that on some tracks, it's like on some tracks like Magny-Cours, for whatever reason, the relative acts really weird on that track. Like it'll go up and down a lot. So I don't know if they've done something wrong with how they, oh, I'm too slow there. They've done something wrong with how they positioned the markers, what time it is.
minute 39.9. 5 laps to go right now.
5 to go, which means 4 to go because I'm a lap down. I wish they'd fix that, but since the sim is like 15 years old and it's still in there, I don't think they're ever going to fix it. There's a lot of things they can do to make things better, but you know, they've only got so many people who can write code, do coding, and you got to pick your battle. What's the most important thing for them to be doing? So. I mean, when you think about something, you might say, "Oh, that sounds like an easy fix." You never know what kind of code they got going on. I've done some programming, and it can be very tricky to change something. You know, after something's working, and you want to change it, and it can be a bear. So 3 more laps. Will I dip into the 38s before the end of the race? Bet now or forever hold your peace. Will we see another car by the end of the race?
1 minute.
Speedy Spear! Now, if we can just go back to the start of the race, give me these 2 seconds a lap. Let's see. Hey, I'd be right up with John Garrett up there. 2 seconds a lap, that would gave me in 20. That gave me 40 seconds in the 20 laps I missed. There you go. Yeah, I've really been way off the pace. It's sad. Oh, look at Wadley. Is he going to lap the field? No. He's 20 seconds with 2 laps. No. Could he get lap P3? Maybe. Where only P1 and P2 are on the lead lap? Very possible. Yeah, I've been taking that corner wrong whole race. That's what I'm... Yeah. I'll get your 1X now, Spear. Got a 4X in the camel race. Some nutter rejoined in front of me and just decided was completely out of control. Completely out of control. I knew he was out of control. Hit me.
1 minute 39.6.
Well, we're gonna be stuck in 7th here. We've been 7th for about 15 laps. Well, not that long, but very long time. Coming to white flag this time.
White flag every time.
See? I don't make these things up. But that's the kind of stuff you want the streamer to, well, streamer, I don't know what you call somebody on YouTube. Content creator, that's too long to say during a race. Driver? Pilot? Well, I think you'd want me to say stuff like that. Well, even though the racer, the machine does. I don't want to just put up things where I don't talk or barely talk. I'm not a good enough driver. Now, I do have really good races. Forget it. I've even thought about putting up another channel. No Chat Spear. Where I can just put up my races without talking. Or just talk at the beginning to introduce them, at the end to say what I thought of them. Something like that. And the replays, maybe. So it looks like just the top 3 are on the lead lap.
1 minute 39.
That's crazy. Wanmi is just so fast. I mean, Ben and I were looking at our records of all the races we've had with Wanmi, and it's always Wanmi first. Yeah, I mean, you've seen on the other videos on the channel here. You go back and watch all the Lotus 79 videos. Wanmi P1 without fail. Although John Jarrett up there in P6, he says he beat Wanmi once. Wanmi crashed out. Which might be, I definitely believe, because, well, I don't believe the crashing out part, but I believe that John would have been in that race without Ben and I, because John sometimes does races on alternate days, depending on his schedule. You know, you've got family obligations, you can't always make it. But Ben and I have penciled out Wednesdays for our Lotus 79. You ever want to race the Lotus 79 with us? Wednesdays is it? The midweek SOF, only 12 people. I think it's because of Road. Well, one, Hungaroring is not that popular. Two, Road America 500 is this week, so everybody is working on that. And three, I don't know what three is. I don't even know what I was talking about. But so it's not that popular. We had 12. 12, not a good turnout. I was hoping for more, but actually it's probably good that there weren't more, because I would have finished even further behind. So there you have it. P7 for Spear out of 12.
Man, that was a lot of work, guys. A lot of work. Really good job on the
Not sure how much work it was.
Really caught it there with the work for the spark drop thing.
Yeah, see, so the spotter thinks I did a spectacular job because I moved up from 12th to 7th. I almost finished at the top half of the field. And you can tell your friends, yeah, that's Spear. He's almost the top half of the field. He's got a low car number, but he still did really well. Car number 11 out of 12. That means iRacing predicts he's going to finish 11th. Holy mackerel. He finished 7th. But, so the result, was okay. The rest of the racing was, there was no racing. From the very start, where I had slowed down because I had 10 different things pop up on my, all you see is the game window, but I have all kinds of things popping up everywhere, on my main menu, on my race window too, on top of it. I had the, CAP server, and OBS, and Discord came up, and I kept hitting Alt-Tab, and new stuff kept coming up. I'm trying to get just to the game, but all this other stuff kept coming up. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, where is he? Oh, way up here. So, P7. The result was Ben Summers P5.
Better than what it could have been.
I mean, that's a good job for Ben. But yeah, there's nothing you could do to Wanmi. Wanmi. I don't know how to pronounce that name.
Right
I'm
here.
sorry to all the Finns out there, but I
Go
have
back off.
trouble
Good road
with
speed.
Finnish names. I see what they look like, and to me that says Wanmi. Juanmi? Yeah, Howard was pronouncing it like Juanmi. He was like throwing in extra syllables, and I'm like, yeah. Well, Juan is a, Spanish Mexican name that's popular. The people in the U.S. knows it as Juan. So Wanmi. So I'm not even thinking Juan. So oh well. Boy, I was rambling a lot today. I am so thirsty from rambling. There you go. That was horrible. There's nothing to see. I had, John started 6th, finished 6th. Ben 7 to 5. So Ben passed John. John Frum. The thing with John Frum, he never qualifies. He always seems to. He sometimes. I think about it. See, he's car 10. He either crashes or finishes well, and I think it's because he doesn't qualify. I think if he qualified, he might do better, or if he qualified, he might get more crashes. I don't qualify because I'll get in crashes. So, more power to you. But look at that, Wanmi. So fast, 131. 80-second lead on P2. 80 seconds in 22 laps. That's like 4 seconds a lap. That's. How do you describe that? Oh my goodness. There you go. All right. Well, hey, you stuck it out this long. Thank you very much. That was incredible on your part for watching this whole thing. I know it wasn't my most exciting race, but I have a good time with iRacing. I really like that Camel GT series. This car is fun to drive, even if I do it poorly. Hopefully in the future there will be more cars, definitely more cars my speed. I think that car number 12, I think I could have raced with him. Sometimes we do. I tell other people to get in these series and race them, even if your IR is low, because you'll find somebody who's about your speed. I mean, there's always the superstars like Wanmi, but there's other people you can race with usually. Join me next time, iRacing with the Spear. Thanks for watching.